Our daily verse today is going to be out of Ecclesiastes. It's part of my offering message today, but as with anything that comes from the Lord, it is spirit, soul, and body. It's not just finance, which is what I'm applying it to today, but it's also mercy, it's grace, it's forgiveness, it is help, it's wisdom, it's generosity, it's compassion. Luke 6:38 specifically says, give and it'll be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. Ecclesiastes 1, and just reading it out of the Living Bible, verses Ecclesiastes 11, verses 1 through 4. Give generously, for your gifts will return to you later. Divide your gifts among many, for in the days ahead of you, you yourself may need much help. When the clouds are heavy, the rains come down. When a tree falls, whether south or north, the die is cast, and there it lies. If you wait for perfect conditions, you will never get anything done. Tonight's message is about don't wait. Verse 4, Ecclesiastes 11, verse 4 is our focus. If you wait for perfect conditions, you will never get anything done. And that is true about anything of the Lord, whether it's giving or helping or coming to salvation. One of the great lies, I say great, big lies, most successful lies that the enemy tells, is that you got to get cleaned up before you go to church. The church isn't a museum, as people say. It's very cliche, but it's not a museum. We're not here on display. It's a triage. It's an emergency room. It's a care center. It is emergency care. You come in here because you're broken, because you need cleaned, because you need mended, because you need medicine, for your heart. You come in here because you need to learn. It's also a school. This is where you learn what the Word says. You learn who He truly is without religious nonsense. Don't let the trappings of tradition and religious rituals teach you about somebody that doesn't exist. Jesus said himself, you don't even know who you worship, when he's talking to the Samaritan woman. Don't become religious about the things you do. Just because grandma did it, or mom did it, or dad did it, or your brother did it, or your preacher has always said it this way, doesn't make it the gold standard. Being in that book makes it the gold standard. If you wait for perfect conditions, you will never get anything done. If you wait until you're comfortable with it, you'll never go to church. If you wait until you're comfortable with it, you'll never actually get healing. If you wait until you've got time to do it, won't happen. If you wait until you feel like it's the right time, I feel like I could actually keep the commandments now, it'll never happen. The enemy will keep you distracted. He'll keep you deceived. He'll keep you bound up thinking that you're not ready and it's not time and you're not good enough. And none of those things are true. Jesus never asked one person if they were ready, except, do you want to be healed, when he talked to the man by the pool. Jesus never asked one person, do you think you'll be capable of keeping my commandments after this? Because, we don't want to actually do the work if you can't keep it clean. It's not the way it works. He's just waiting for you to say, okay, I surrender. I can't control it. I know you're going to do the cleaning and the fixing and the mending. Don't wait for perfect conditions or you'll never get anything done. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 4. Amen.